Jewish liberals gone wild. Geraldo Rivera, who is a Jewish liberal, Hispanic, Puerto Rican father, Jewish mother, went by Jerry Rivers in college at Penn. He's an Ivy Leaguer too. Trying to blend in, then when it became convenient, became Rivera to affirmative action his way into the media and get himself advanced. But anyhow, he's spoken about yesterday's jihad in San Bernardino, and he had some harsh words to say about the Second Amendment. Courtesy Mediaite, I'm just reading something that came out less than 2 hours ago. Geraldo reacts to San Bernardino shooting. The Second Amendment is stupid. This was written by Alex Griswold, and he tweeted a few things. I'm just going to repeat the tweets that he wrote. There's not really an article there, but he wrote at 4:52 yesterday, mass shooting in San Bernardino, California at a center for the developmentally disabled. WTF! The Second Amendment is stupid. And he used 3 exclamation points after stupid, but only 1 after WTF. Don't rationalize. Then he was so moved he used profanity. Yes, Geraldo Geraldo. Well, now it's called him Geraldo. He's not really Hispanic. The NRA is full of shit. Then the author, Alex Griswold, points out, this is hardly the first time Rivera has expressed this sentiment. Like I always say, the Second Amendment, the provision that gives every American the right to keep and bear arms, is blind and stupid, he wrote last year. In its relentless pimping for the gun industry, the NRA has unleashed an avalanche of deadly weapons on this gun-crazy country. Rivera then went on to use the shooting to complain about the fact that he was fired from his radio show. He wrote early this morning near 1 a.m., horrified by hashtag San Bernardino shooting and saddened that I am unable to guide my at 77 WABC radio audience through this outrageous massacre. Miss me yet? And he wrote that from Ile-de-France, France, which is kind of ironic. And of course, with these things, there are some great comments. And, I just want to say something. I mock liberal Jews. I'm Jewish myself. I'm try to be observantly so. Kosher, Shabbos, davening with a minyan. Geraldo is the kind of person who gives us a bad name, though he tries to hide his Jewish identity. But I really think so-called liberals of Jewish descent continue to do so much damage to this country and to Israel. They need to be exposed. We've been entirely too nice, and I'm happy to do it, and I hope other people will join me. But I've had enough of what these so-called reforms, so-called synagogues, etc. do, and these so-called rabbis. But anyhow, that's not the point of this. But I do want to say that, because I'm going to come back to this again and again. I just want to read a few comments. I don't know if these are the best 4, but these are the 4 I'm seeing and reading that are near each other. The comment sections are always great. Fantasy Maker wrote, Jerry Rivers, you liberal tool. The Second Amendment or any other amendment is not going to be modified or repealed. These guns were purchased legally. There is no law on the books that could have prevented some nutjob from doing this. It is a tragic event, but all of your whining, crying, and getting up on your soapbox is not going to change anything. River Rat wrote, I can understand Rivera's point of view. He hit his head looking for Capone's ball. This made him go from dumb to stupid. I have no idea about the dumbass on here. You take the second, you will lose the first. Then you will be told what to say. Fraley wrote, he may be right, but sorry, Geraldo, name-calling will never ever undo the Constitution. The Founding Fathers, unfortunately, never foresaw the lethal combination of the ubiquity of mental illness and the enormous capacity of magazines that we confront today. But we're stuck and always will be with the Second Amendment. I don't agree with that one so much, and especially in Kinda Geeky writes, the 18th Amendment was repealed by the 21st. The Constitution can change, though Fraley may have been referring to the 10 amendments in the Bill of Rights. I like what Frank White wrote, because I agree with the beginning part, because my personal view is the NRA is way too mild, way too politically buttoned up. But Frank White, no connection to the former Royal second baseman, writes, I agree the NRA is full of shit, he writes it SHLT, I guess, so we can get it in the comments, but I think I know what he meant. The NRA is full of shit, but I strongly disagree with the Second Amendment being stupid. And then JM Prov 356 writes, Geraldo, your emotional and vapid tweets, is it vapid or vapid? I don't even know. Wow, that doesn't make me seem so smart. Tweets do a good job of reinforcing the idea that WABC probably made the right decision. The Second Amendment is stupid. Then he adds, you sound like a Valley girl. And then finally, I'll just go with this one. Eurofuhrer, miss me yet? And he's commenting on Geraldo tweeting, miss me yet? No, Sorry you lost your third-rate radio show and are probably about to be excreted out the back end of your industry, which I believe will happen. I think Geraldo is being put out to pasture. He's old. He sucks. He's always sucked, but now he's old too. And I think we're going to be seeing the end of Geraldo pretty soon. Who likes that guy anyway? I've always wondered that. Anyhow, this is Adam. Thanks for listening.